David, I have a question for you.
Okay.
About how the body utilizes glutathione. If you mind me asking, I was so curious as I was researching for our interview today. What I learned was that glutathione is able to get into the liver, where most antioxidants are not. Does it have something to do with this at all, or why would that be, and why would that be important?
So I'm actually doing some new research now. This initially started at looking at better ways for people to recover from COVID-19. And there's a enzyme that is in the liver called P450, which helps to facilitate detoxification of a number of things that shouldn't be in our body. But yeah, the primary glutathione first is ubiquitous. It's found throughout the body, but it's found in very high concentration in the liver. And one of the reasons for us to be interested in this is that the liver is the most regenerative organ in the entire body. And it's no accident that you see copper peptide in high quantities in the liver, glutathione, and other peptides. So personally, I think that when we're looking at age reversal in human beings, many of the secrets of how to do this will come from studying the liver. And that's why I'm doing some research in that area. But it's easy to understand why the human body accumulates glutathione in the liver. It's because it's essentially the filter for the blood. So we want to be able to take toxins that occur from the foods we eat, or being out in the environment, or these could be normal metabolic wastes, and glutathione is going to help facilitate removal of those toxins or the metabolic waste from the body. So that's why we see it in the liver.
Ah, that makes sense. Thanks for clarifying. I was like so confused but curious. So
now I wanted to bring this up as a claim we don't make, and that's glutathione's role in treating cancer. Now, to be very clear about this, the clinical studies on using glutathione to help manage cancer or even treat cancer have been done with very high doses of glutathione administered by IV. So I had once met a medical doctor in Mexico who claimed to have an 85% success rate at reversing cancer. And all he was doing was using IVs of glutathione and an extract from garlic. Now, before people laugh at extract from garlic, this was actually discovered in Japan, and this is it is a naturally occurring mineral, and it's in a bioavailable form, and this is germanium. And it's a specific type of germanium called germanium sesquioxide, or Ge132. And as it turns out, what germanium does is it prevents cancer cells from reproducing. And it does it because it's a telomerase blocker. So you wouldn't want to take it all the time, but when someone has cancer, essentially what happens in this therapy is you block the ability of the cancer cells to reproduce, and then you support the immune system and detoxify the body with glutathione. And that's what he was using to really great success. So we don't make any claims about our patch, and for that reason. So in any case, don't ask me how to patch for treating cancer. But this article, since it has to do with aging, again, this is just going to emphasize that there are thousands of studies that correlate how we age to levels of glutathione. And at this point, the science is very clear that we need to keep our glutathione levels elevated if we want to age gracefully. And of course, we don't want to age at all here at LifeWave, but glutathione is still important. Okay, and then this next one, Emily, in the interest of time, we won't get into too much detail about this, but again, this is yet another study and paper that is looking at correlating the role of aging to glutathione. This is probably a good opportunity to address glutathione as a master antioxidant. It actually may turn out that it's not true. This is going to sound like not a good thing initially, but it is. So glutathione, regardless, glutathione is found throughout the body. So we're going to see that glutathione, from what we know today, it's the main antioxidant that protects our hearing. And so the United States military is going to put all troops, all active military personnel on a glutathione supplement to protect them from hearing loss. Glutathione is found, of course, in the brain. We know it helps to protect people from Parkinson's disease. It's neuroprotective. It protects the myelin sheath around the nerves. This is also very valuable in things like diabetic neuropathy, peripheral neuropathy. We also find glutathione in the skin. So if there's anyone interested in having beautiful skin, you want to keep your glutathione levels elevated. Of course, we need glutathione to detoxify the body, which is more important today than ever before. And drops of glutathione and carnosine are used to support the health of the eye, and as it turns out, treat different types of eye disorders. So, but what's interesting is that glutathione has always been known as the master antioxidant, and there's some new research coming out that's suggesting that it actually might be melatonin. That melatonin is as ubiquitous as glutathione, and although we associate melatonin with sleep, melatonin is actually in our body all the time, functioning as an antioxidant. By the way, as a side note, melatonin is extremely powerful at neutralizing viral infections. And some medical doctors even use very high doses of melatonin, 60 milligrams a day, to treat viral infections and to treat cancer. So there's a lot of interesting research about melatonin. And so this may indicate that melatonin and glutathione together would be pretty powerful as a therapy.